Welcome to ST Cyber. My name is Emmanuel. So in today's video, I just want to briefly show you an email which I received, and I'm sure so many online creators or so many YouTube creators might have received this particular email. And this email is targeted at mainly the small YouTubers or YouTubers that are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, or those that just hit it, or those that are just above the 1,000 subscriber mark. And so by the end of this video, you'll know the reason this particular email is going around, and you'll know the damages this particular email can cause, and then you will know what to do when you receive such emails. About 2 weeks ago, I received an email in my inbox, so I'll read it so that everyone would see this email. So it says, "Hello, I work as an advertising specialist at Axie Infinity. The experts have studied your YouTube and we would like to offer you a paid collaboration. Our interest is for you to tell your subscribers about Axie Infinity. The ad type is an introduction in a video about 3 minutes. What is Axie Infinity? Axie Infinity is an NFT online video game developed by Vietnamese studio Sky Mavis, known for its in-game economy, which uses Ethereum-based cryptocurrencies. We would be interested in collaborating with you. If you're interested in our offer, please let us know. We will send you a sample video and an agreement with our organization. That is a document contract. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you." So this was an email sent to me, and this is a sort of email that was obviously sent to so many YouTubers. They must have picked out the YouTubers and sent it to them. They wouldn't really send this email to big YouTubers like Mr. Beast or the YouTubers that you know. They will send it to those around that 5,000 subscribers range, 10,000 subscribers range, and mostly those below 1,000 subscriber range. And I will tell you why in just a bit. So for any YouTuber that receives this, if you receive this, if you're a YouTuber or a YouTube content creator and you receive this email is obviously a sponsorship email. You'll be excited, especially when you receive such email like this. I was excited when I received it because I felt like, oh, at this point, I need a sponsorship on my channel, and I've gotten to 1,000 subscribers, and it would be befitting if I can get someone to sponsor one of my videos or sponsor videos on my channel. So I was excited when I saw this. Most people would be excited when they see this, and most people would jump at the opportunity almost immediately. So I said, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and see what these guys have to offer. So I said, yes, I'm interested, because they said I should indicate interest if I am. So, and I'll tell you why they did it that way. So I said, yes, I am interested. So he said, thank you for, that was 2 days after, or not 2 days after, a day after, the person replied me and said, thank you for your interest in our company. How are you doing? I hope it's going well. I suggest we talk right away about the cost of your services. Do you have a price list? We can offer you $1,400, that's $1,400 per pre-roll. If you're not satisfied with the price, tell me and we will make a deal. What do you say to that? Let me tell you briefly what you need to do. You need to briefly tell the audience about Axie Infinity game. We will send you a finished script and promo, and you prepare a video. It will be pre-roll. It is short and to the point. If you have any questions about exactly how to do the assignment, ask me and I will answer you. What is the best way to pay? Any payment method is fine with us. We can even pay for your work in cryptocurrency if you want, but we will need to send us your wallet address to do so. We pay you in BTC, ETH, LTC, BNB, USD without any problem. I will send you our media kit, which involves a promotional video and a promotion contract deadline 4 weeks from the date of signing the contract. So first of all, let me pause here and let me go back to the first email they sent. So the first email they sent is just a regular email that you would have received. There's no link, there's no attachments, it does not look lethal in any way, it does not look malicious in any way. Okay, it looks harmless, and there's no request for your password, there's no request for anything. And then when you look at Axie Infinity, if for example you got this particular mail, you will say, oh, let me just Google who is Axie Infinity, or what are they all about, and then you go to Google and search for Axie Infinity. You even see their website and you see that Axie Infinity is a legitimate company or an organization that is into gaming, an NFT organization, like the person stated. The person basically just copied most of these details from Google about the company and pasted it here. So in your mind, you would say, let me go ahead and accept this offer, this sponsorship. So you might go ahead and proceed. So what if you notice that there's no link in this particular email or the first email the person sent, and this was deliberate. The reason I said it's deliberate is because for Gmail, if you are sending an email to someone for the first time, for someone you've never sent an email to, and then you send a link in that email, the mail goes to spam immediately. Google sends such emails to spam because Google might assume it's a phishing link, especially when it is not any link they know. If it's not a Facebook link, if it's not an Instagram link, if it's not a YouTube link, if it's just a different link to any website, as long as you send it first, YouTube will send that particular email to a spam box. So these people were trying to avoid that from happening. They didn't want this particular message which they've sent to so many people or which they've spammed to so many people. They didn't want it to get into the spam box. They avoided putting any links in the first place. So now let's jump into the second email. So looking at the second email, the way the person started, the person said, "Thank you for your interest," and all. Then the person made an offer of $1,400, okay, which is a huge sum of money. I mean, no small YouTuber will want to pass this particular offer. No one will want to put this offer aside, or most people wouldn't even think twice to continue the whole process because it's a huge sum of money for someone who has never really gotten any form of sponsorship on their channel. So that is why these people put this sum of money. It's more like social engineering. But let's continue going forward. Then the person made an open deal that you can even go ahead to request for more if you feel like it's not okay, that it's negotiable, that you can request for more. So it's making it more intriguing for anyone to want to go ahead with this offer. Then they said they can make payments in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. And the reason they are doing this is so that it remains, or whatever they are doing is untraceable. Though they are not going to make any payment to you, obviously, but what they are doing here is trying to make sure nothing is linking you back to them. What scammers use, what hackers use, or whatever people use now is cryptocurrency. No one will send you, no scammer will send you, except those that open fake PayPal or fake bank account details. Most scammers or hackers currently operate in crypto. Any payments they are making is operated in crypto because it's a blockchain technology and it's untraceable. So that's why they said they can pay in Bitcoin regardless. Then they said as soon as you sign the contract, they will pay you 50%. So without even doing the video in the first place, once you sign the contract by opening the link and doing whatever they tell you to do, they will pay you half. Then after the video, they will pay you the remaining half. So this is a way of making someone to quickly, I mean, why don't I jump into the offer? I'll get half of $1,400 immediately. That's about $700. That's a huge sum of money. So let me go ahead and follow the steps quickly and then get this money. So it's really crazy. Then the next thing you can notice in the second email the person sent was that they said, be sure to read all the materials in the media kit and read the step-by-step instructions for downloading and unpacking the archive. The instruction will help you in case you don't understand anything. Then the person sent archive data, a Dropbox link, and a mega link. So the person sent 2 links. In case you cannot access the Dropbox, you'll surely be able to access the mega. So they said your password to enter the archive is 5348. Quick instruction: install the archive on your Windows PC. Windows PC was specified. The archive can be found in the mega link or the Dropbox. Unzip the archive. Your password for the archive is 5348. If you can't unpack the archive, install WinRAR program. It will easily unpack the archive. Axie Infinity contract will not open if you do not unpack the archive. Watch the promo video and read the contract. Please fill out the contract which is in the archive. Once you have completed it, please send it to us. After you have done all this, email me so that I can drop you a 50% advance on your work. All this will take you 5 minutes of your personal time. I'm waiting for your reply. With best regards. Our links: Twitter link, then the game link, and the Instagram link. So if you look at the links that they sent, first of all, before we go to the Dropbox link and the mega link that they sent, if you look at the links that they said, our links, this is a Twitter link that is linking you to the original Axie Infinity game, which is legitimate. There's a company like Axie Infinity. There's also a game that is Axie Infinity game, and there's their Instagram handle. So they sent you to the resources of the legitimate people. But what is fishy here is this Dropbox link and mega link. So what they did here is they are trying to social engineer you. So if you look at it and you say, okay, let me check out their Twitter, you will see that Axie Infinity is legitimate. If you say, let me check out their website, you see it's legitimate. But if you now go ahead and click on this link, if you go ahead to click on this mega link, that's where the whole problem starts. So as usual, I couldn't just click on the link. I wouldn't advise you to click on any link you see on your email, even if it looks like a link or a Dropbox link or whatever link it is. Do not just click on any link without knowing where it leads you or what will happen if you click on the link. So as usual, I had to investigate further. So I opened this particular link in a virtual machine. You can go ahead and use a virtual machine when browsing the internet. It's safer for you if you're using a virtual machine on your main computer. You can go ahead and use any virtual machine like VMware or VirtualBox. They are also very good for you to analyze some of these things. So I used a sort of sandbox environment, and I had to check out what this particular link does. So first of all, I opened this Dropbox link, and then it's downloaded a particular zip file. And then after downloading the zip file, it requested for the password, which I put in the password, and then it enabled me to unpack the files. So what I saw there in that particular zip file was a video, and the other document was an executable file, an SRC file, which was executable. Okay, so the video was just a regular video. If you click on the video, you will see it. You will see everything about the game, to just show you some clips about the game, which looks legitimate. That one had no harm in it. But the moment you click, or the moment I clicked on the executable, it will immediately execute something, pop up a CMD script, and then close immediately. So at that point, once you do that, the person that sent you this link at the back end, the person already has an exploit going on. So once you click on it, the person has access to your computer. And I don't know what this does, because I ran it in a virtual environment, and the moment I saw that it had malicious components, I immediately deleted everything. I reinstalled the virtual machine again. So I use that as a sandbox to test this particular link. So for someone who just ran this on his Windows computer, because this person was specific that you have to run it on your Windows PC. So if you're using Windows PC, I used a VirtualBox. So I had a Windows environment, and I also had a Linux environment. So I tested it on both the Linux and the Windows environment. When I used the Windows environment, it started showing me that there was something happening. Why for the Linux environment, it really didn't give me much, because it was not designed, the malware was not designed for a Linux environment, only to target Windows. So I decided, let me just go ahead and reply the person. So I said, thank you for this opportunity. I'm really grateful. I use MacBook Pro and don't own a Windows computer. So I sent it to my brother that owns a Windows computer, and he followed the steps, and we watched the video and opened the other document file, but nothing much happened. Are we doing something wrong, or can you send a version that works on Mac OS, or do I try it on my Mac? Will it show me the documents and details? I'm confused. I'm done with the steps. Your urgent response is highly appreciated. So at this point, the person never got back to me, because his plan had failed. I mean, in his head, he wanted me to, if I had run this on my Windows machine or my normal Windows computer, he would receive a signal that the executable file has been run, and then he will have access to my computer. He'll be able to access my cameras, access my accounts, whatever I type, he'll be able to see it. And most of these people, they wouldn't ordinarily let you, they wouldn't just turn on your camera because it would be obvious, but they will install keyloggers, and whenever you type something, your password, your key, your whatever you type, they will have access to it, or they'll be able to see it. That's why you see most times some YouTubers accounts get hacked, or some other accounts, your social media, your banking information gets stolen, and then you'll be wondering, how was this possible, or how did I get hacked, or something of that sort. So this is how people can get hacked. This is how your YouTube account can get hacked. You can be monitored, and so many other things. Your account or your computer can be used for botnets. Okay, there are so many uses, or there are so many ways they could use or exploit your computer. So if you're a YouTuber out there, if you're a YouTube content creator, it might not just be targeted at YouTube content creators, but you need to be safe. You need to be careful about links you click. Once you receive such emails like this that is telling you about sponsorship, make sure you make deep investigation. Look at the links, look at all the details, look at all the red flags. So if you even look deeper and then you check the sender of the email, yes, Axie Infinity is a real website, it's a real organization, but looking at the link, or looking at the person that sent this message, is sent by advert manager 66 at atlas.cz. Atlas.cz is not the domain of Axie Infinity. I'm supposed to see something like maybe advert manager at axieinfinity.com, then you know that it's legitimate or coming from a legitimate person. But this was atlas.cz, which is not the domain of Axie Infinity. So this was another red flag, which if you're careful, you will easily spot that this mail was not legitimate. So they've probably, and when, if you look at the beginning, it said hello. The mail started with hello. I work as an advertising specialist at Axie Infinity. So it started with hello, which is a generic greeting. So it means that there's a possibility that they spammed this email to so many people that what they did is just they got lots of emails. They got my email from my YouTube channel, my about section. That's how they got my email to send me this message. So they will go ahead and pick lots of YouTubers' email address in their about section and then spam this message across maybe thousands of YouTubers. And there is no how one or two people will surely click on this link and follow through the process, because there are YouTubers that are 13 years old, 14 years old, 15, 16, 17, 18, not even just age. There are YouTubers that are not cyber security conscious that just go ahead and follow through whatever they see. So this must have caught so many people, and it's still catching so many people till now. So you can go ahead and share this video to any of your YouTube friends, someone that does vlogs, someone that might not be cyber security aware. Just send it to them and tell them to be aware of such scams or such emails that they might receive. It might also be crafted in a different way. I also received another one, but I wouldn't be sharing that one in this video. But it's almost like this, but in a different format. And everything is just to exploit your computer and to gain access to your computer. I guess I've talked a lot in this video. Thank you. I hope you found this video useful. If you've seen something like this, or if you've received such an email before, let me know in the comment section. And let me also know, how would you have noticed that this was a red flag from the beginning? I would love to know that. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe.